Okay, so this is a Pico. The bits you need for a Pico are one of the Pico booms, which have got the hook on them. They've got the rope that goes all the way to the end and back in one loop, and they're a bit thicker than the top ones. You need your Pico rudder, which is what that looks like, and you need your Pico centre board. The Pico centre board is just a straight plain section. It doesn't have a lip on the top like the top one does. The rudder, the centre board and the boom all live in the boat. So first thing to do when putting the Pico together, take the Pico mast. The Pico mast are the ones that live in the top of the garage and they don't have a hole down the bottom, it's a solid bit. You take the mast like that and you put the end of it into the hole there, into the mast foot, and then you walk the mast up. So I'm just going to walk the mast up, aiming it in the hole. When you get to the gate, it clicks in like that. When you get to the gate, you take this pin. Now this pin has a bendy bit on it that can either be crossed like that or straight. And it's just a question of bend it, push it and click it. So you have it straight, you put it through there, and on the underside you click it across. And then if your boat turns over, the mast gate will not open and the mast cannot fall out. Next job, on goes the rudder. So the rudder goes under this blue traveller at the back. And clicks on there. And this clip here should be over the top so the rudder can't come off if the boat capsizes. Whilst you're at the back, always check your bung is in. Most vital piece of equipment. So that tiller is now free and the main sheet can go over the top of the tiller. We then click our boom onto the mast and the boom goes, so this cleat is on the top of it, onto the mast, like that. You then take this bit of a bungee here, which has two clips that go together like that. And that goes round the mast and holds it on. And the purpose of that is it provides a little bit of tension forward that stops the board falling out when you capsize. If you capsize. This piece here, this is the kicking strap. It's got a cleat that works like that. So you pull it down through the V, or you pull it up through the V to release it. So you pull it all the way up through the V, pull all the slack through, and you can click it on the mast. In this case, I need to rotate the mast round, click it on. So I can now unfurl my sail. So all I do, and that sail, see, is now unfurled and not round the mast. I've now got the end of the sail. I can click that sail on here. This piece of Velcro here, this is for when you're furling the sail. It's got nothing to do with when the boat's rigged. So you just need it through that hook. Now you can see at the moment that sail's really big and baggy. So the next thing I'm going to do is come along here and pull the sail through that cleat to make it a nice flat sail. Okay? If you look at your main sheet now, you can see that's twisted at the back. That's not twisted at the back there, and it's running from this block where it's tied off with a bowline, down through this block, through this loop on the boom, through this loop on the boom, and down through this block on the deck. This block's a special kind of block. It will go that way, but it won't go that way. So you want it so you can pull it in but not release it. There's a switch on the side that turns that function on and off. So if I turn it off, it will go either way. Just make sure when you put it in, it's in the direction where the block rotates. So that boat is now ready to go. If it's a windy day and you need to make the sail smaller, you come to the kicking strap, you unclip the kicking strap off the boom, You slacken off the outhaul, that will be plenty, and then you rotate the mast, it doesn't matter which way, a couple of times, or in my case I'm going to rotate it that many times, and click the kicking strap back on. The nice thing about the Pico design is you can do that afloat. So if it's a bit windy for you out there, you can do it afloat. When you put your kicking strap back on, just make sure it isn't twisted. So I've got mine twisted there. So I'll unclick it, untwist it, and then that'll work nicely. And just like before, pull on and crunch. And the last thing I do, just pull my outhaul on, so I've got a nice flat sail again. So to take the Pico apart is the reverse process to what we've just done. We unclick the kicking strap and take that off. We come to the back. You may need to loosen your outhaul here in order to be able to take it off. You then take the end of the sail, as I'm doing, and you pass it to the side of the boat, and pull it all the way so that the sail's nice and smoothly wrapped around. Just like I'm doing. You end up with a nice, smooth, cleanly wrapped sail which looks after the equipment properly. Then this Velcro strap is just to go round and tidy off the rig. Then you can unclick your boom. The booms live in the boat, so they just get popped gently down in the boat like that. You can come to the back and take your rudder off. So you come to the clip here, which you push in with both thumbs and you lift until that is across the clip. You then lift and remove the rudder. Rudder then pops in the bottom of the boat. You unclip the centreboard, and then you have to undo the T-clip. So underneath, this is in the T position, so I'm going to click that across and rotate it down so I can pull it out. Just give it a bit of a wiggle and it will come out. I can now get hold of the mast with both hands. I can pull it backwards, and I might just need to give this little collar a little bit of assistance to open. The mast will now come back. I can get myself to about halfway. The rig's now nicely balanced and I can lift it out and pop it down. I'll pop that down over there. To put the boat away, I'll wheel it back into its spot. Making sure it's in the middle of its spot. That's it. There's a rope here that goes around the trolley handle. And the painter ties onto the trolley. So the front of the boat is now secure. To secure that, I just go around like that, take the loop, twist it, put it over the handle and pull it. And end up with a nice neat flow pitch over there. Let's put the cover on. This cover's all been nicely rolled up when I took it up. So it's just a question of working out which way around it goes. Straps are like the ones on a school bag, so they just pull like that. When you've got the right length, it'll go in. So it's just a question of bend it, pull. We then tie the boat down. So there are lines and pegs in the ground. So we pop that one across. We pop that rope across. We pop that rope across. We put the rope through the hole, through the loop. But these don't need to be ridiculous, these are just tight enough.